Brought to you by...
In 2016, 4 filmmakers ventured out to Harrison, Arkansas to document the history of the mysterious abandoned Millbrook factory. The warehouse was the rumored site of satanic rituals that led a man to sacrifice his 3 children in exchange for the healing of his wife. When the filmmakers attempted to reenact this ritual, they found themselves face to face with an evil that they never could have prepared for. I called the ending of this one as soon as it started. Hello my friends, welcome back to Embrace the Film. First Summoning is one of the latest in a long line of extremely generic found footage flops, to be dumped straight away on Netflix and other streaming services. Its premise directly mimics that of some of its more well-known predecessors, most notably Grave Encounters 2. This film is almost beat for beat the same exact movie, with the same basic outcome. The difference is being here that this time we skip over some of the initial discussion to make the film that is the focal point of the movie. This time the characters are dealing with a cult instead of malicious spirits, and they even worked in a romance/infidelity subplot throughout this one that I will admit does help separate it from the others. Beyond this point, I will be getting into spoilers, so if you wish to check this film out first, please proceed no further until you've watched it. The performances in this one are actually better than some I've seen across the found footage genre, although there are a few instances that are hammed up far too much for my taste. The worst example of which was this creepy priest that the group interviews early on. He dials his eerie knob up to 11 for his entire time on screen, which makes for a highly unbelievable performance, in a very bad way. I'm not sure why they chose to go this way, making his villainy so incredibly obvious, but I wish they had taken a much subtler approach. It would have made the whistling much creepier later on, and added a revelatory moment where the audience could have realized that he was in on all the cult aspects. I also didn't like how oddly Mark was acting right from the jump. It made things way too obvious that he would make a heel turn, and is the main reason that I was able to guess what was going to happen in the end. There were also some very noticeable moments of ADR, which if you don't know what that is, it's when dialogue or sound effects are recorded in post and then sunk into the finished edit. I noticed it a lot during sequences outside at night. It wasn't badly sunk in or anything, I could just audibly tell that the dialogue wasn't recorded outside. One thing I did enjoy about this film was the cult angle. I'm personally quite fascinated by cults and ritualistic practices, so anytime I see these things pop up in films, it perks me right up. I thought each of the main characters were pretty well developed. There was a pretty good amount of backstory to help keep me engaged with them. My biggest gripe is just that I wish the ending wasn't so predictable. Being able to see it coming a mile off makes getting there really difficult sometimes. One thing I would have done differently was, at the very least, made Mark have some kind of debilitating ailment. It would have masked the possession signs better at the very least. It's still not original, but it at least would have been a little harder to tell. Maybe they were trying to go with the whole strung out and overworked angle for the character. All gripes aside, I think it's a pretty decent found footage film. It didn't knock it out of the park for me, but I think it will be entertaining for most audiences. I'm giving First Summoning a C. As I said, guys, this film is currently available on Netflix for those interested. If you've already had a chance to watch this one, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. Also, if you have any found footage or cult-related films you can recommend, I'm always looking out for more nightmares to keep me up into the morning hours. If you've had a chance to see this flick, please feel free to let me know. It's just a quick scroll down there in that comment section below. If you like this video, maybe a little more than you can describe, shoot me a little thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. If you really enjoy my channel and you want to support it even more, consider checking out ETF on Patreon or Tippy, where every pledge and every tip brings more films to explore. But all jokes and rhymes aside, if you have any suggestions for films that you would like me to check out, or that you would like to see reviewed on this channel, feel free to reach out to me here on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching.